Thank you so much for watching the show. I really hope that you are enjoying. Please make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. And don't forget to donate. Don't forget to subscribe to all other social medias. Don't forget those things, okay? Listen, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Join us. We would love for you to be a part of us. Hey, while you guys are sitting there, please make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget. Also, while you're sitting there, please make sure you share the video with somebody on all social medias. Let me not forget to tell you that you can donate. Thank you for supporting the platform. Thank you so much for being a supporter of the show. Thank you for watching. Thank you for hitting that like button. And I appreciate everything that you guys do.
Hey there, listen, so basically based upon the rules of YouTube and the community guidelines, we have to make sure that we cover ourselves with the use of, if we're going to be using content, we have to recreate it, add some commentary to it, fix it up, whatever the case may be. It can never be the original. Anyways, this is my fair use, copyright, recreation, and just making sure that I abide by the community guidelines and the rules and regulations of YouTube in reusing this content.
What is up, everybody? Good afternoon. Hope all is well. Hey, everybody, I see you. Hey, y'all. What's up, everybody? Hey, Tiffany, Stevie. What I see? Everybody. There's a whole bunch of y'all. Come on out the bushes, babies. Come on out the bushes. Come on out the bushes. We got some things that we need to talk about and some things that we need to discuss. Come on, y'all. All right, y'all. Come on. Come on. All right, everybody. What's up, Mr. Thomas? Hey, Teresa. Hey, baby. Hey, Princess. What, Marcus? Come on. Come on. Come on. Yes. Listen, let's really just get to some things, okay? I know that, we're hearing today, which is true, that Kamala Harris has picked her VP, which is really good. And with all the momentum and everything like that, I'm very happy. This is what I want to say before I really get started with the show. Are y'all listening to me? This is what I want to say before we really get started with the show. And that is this. And y'all just say amen. Y'all chime on in. I need to see y'all, however many y'all are watching this, 45, 105, 450, 405. It don't matter. That's this. I'm really ready for politics to get back to politics. Does it make sense? Like, I don't need a movie star to be my president. I don't need a TV personality, an influencer to be my president. I need somebody who really know what they're doing and deals with government on a regular to have something to say about my politics. I need you to hear people. And, because again, America, the people is what moves government. You know what I'm saying? Like, hello, y'all not talking to me today. Tiffany, am I preaching to the choir? Am I preaching to the choir? Okay, I just, what is saying said, y'all not talking back. I like a talk back church, okay? I like a talk back church, Alan. I like for you to talk back to me. Amen. Say that, black man, something, hello, praise God, amen. But I'm just so ready for politics to get back to politics. I'm ready for the radio to be turned off. I'm ready for all all of the extra stuff. Like, let's get back to politicking. Let's get back to politicking, because all this extra drama, like, I'm over it. I'm over it. Like, I don't want to hear, Mr. Thomas, I don't want to hear nothing about, you don't like them because, baby, let me tell you something. I remember before we even heard anything about Donald Trump in all of this, like, people that were debating up against Obama, it made sense, at least what they were, their concerns on the other side, what they were saying, and then it made sense. You get it made sense when before Obama got in there, it was Bush, and when Bush and Al Gore or whoever else was going back and forth with one another, it made sense. Like, I don't want to hear nothing about, they're not black. They're not black. What is that? What does that even matter? You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm coming in a different spirit today. Coming in a different spirit, a different mindset today, because this right here, what we're dealing with JD Vance, with Trump, and I don't even want to beat up nobody, because, like, that's what's been going on. That's what's been going on thus far. It's just been a bunch of tit for tat, little grown children. I don't want to do all. I just want like I want to politic. I want to politic. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to know. I want to debate you based upon your policies, not the color of your skin. Hello. I want to debate you based upon your policies and procedures, not whether you are Indian enough or black enough or Asian American enough or whatever. I want to know what policies you got, because that just makes sense to me. I don't want to hear about, you're not for women, you're not black, you're not this, you're not that. And meanwhile, I help the black people, and I've given black jobs. Black jobs. Like, I don't need you insulting the people that you're trying to get votes from. Like, absolutely, positively, that this is ridiculous. Okay. So, this, I just want to say, I have thoroughly enjoyed hearing the information about JD Vance. I think the pick for JD Vance is really good. When I did live in Minnesota, let me see something. When I did live in Minnesota, I think that, the things that I dealt with as far as JD Vance and everything, because, baby, I'm not that far removed. Okay. I'm not that far removed. I think he's a great guy. Really, I do. Let me get this for you all. Yeah, I think JD Vance has been the best move thus far. I'm very happy with the choice that he's been picked. Yeah, that's just how I feel about it. I don't want to hear nothing else extra about all this foolishness. I don't want to hear not now black person. I don't want to hear now black person, all this it's self-hatred for your own self. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Janelle, it's self-hatred for your own self. When I hear my own people talking about somebody's not black enough, I'm like, what? Yeah, Tim Walz is a good selection. And so, even what he does, even what he has done for the children, even what he's done for the children, I'm excited about that. You know, he's giving free lunches to kids no matter what your parents' class, creed, level of finances. Kids need to be able to eat. We're not going to sit here and act like America's broke. Because, baby, we're sending $60 billion over there to Ukraine, baby. We're not broke. We always talking about how much America is in debt. Baby, they tell you that. Meanwhile, they over there playing chess with and DICK and swinging on how much, who got this, and baby, I ain't got time for all that. Baby, listen here. We can change it. The way this thing is set up is designed to keep people running in circles. It's designed to keep people running in circles. So if we say that the minimum wage is going to go up, but then we take the price of living up, we're gonna have people going in circles and going crazy, and oh my God, and the president needs to do this. Listen here, let's not play dumb. This is all a strategy. This is all a strategy. And if we learn how to work together as a people, not a particular color or whatever, if we learn how to work together as a people, we'll be okay. Because here's the thing. Every rich person, because I want to make this very clear, every rich person is not the same. Every black person is not the same. Every white person is not the same. You get what I'm saying? And maybe on another live, I will really break all this down, because here's the thing about it. We really need to get in a different place when it comes down to understanding what's going on. And this is the same when I talk about Church of God in Christ. It's the same. We need to really understand thoroughly what's going on. And now, you know, you have people that are out here. I want to find this. Let me see. That's the one I was looking for. I thought I downloaded that. I guess I did. Okay. So this is the one I downloaded. I really want to put this up so you all can see this. I want candidates that's getting in the office to really be concerned about everybody. You know, I know we can say, oh, you know, you need to be concerned about this, you need to be concerned about that. But I want candidates that are concerned about everybody. Because a president of the United States, vice president of the United States, needs to be concerned about everybody. That makes sense to me. So to even hear about Tim Walz, who is now he's the running mate for Kamala Harris, and it just makes sense. So here we go. So I can go and get this out the way. This is Tim Walz.
It is now law.
So what is going on in this video is Tim Walz is signing a bill that will provide kids with free meals so they could learn on a full stomach, and the children spontaneously in a group, they're hugging him. So what they did was they in a whole setting with children, and I don't want no Republican or anybody crazy trying to take this out of context and say he's a perv or whatever the case may be, because you know, weird people, and it don't matter. It don't matter whether you're Republican or not. I need to talk back, church, now. Weird people do weird things like that. And I think that is so great because, again, in me even seeing this video, I lived up north before. And I think it is a great thing that a governor is that concerned about children and their well-being, because you don't know what their living situations are. They may have just come from home and haven't eaten since they left school. I've seen children like that, brought tears to my eyes, and crying for real. Brought tears to my eyes. I appreciate this. I appreciate it. Wait a minute. Auntie Nikki said y'all had it in Texas and Governor Abbott took it away. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, when you really don't care about the well-being of children, y'all out here taking books, y'all taking education, y'all taking all this stuff, y'all taking lunch. Children gonna be starving in school, you know what I'm saying? Which is going to result in bullying and taking somebody's food. No, I don't want to hear that stuff. I don't want to hear that. No. But we're gonna go through all of this stuff today. They let us starve here. Again, look who our governor is, DeSantis. We really got to talk about this type of stuff. You get what I'm saying? As a person that was an educator, I guess I could say I'm still an educator now, still. But as someone who worked in the education system, after school system, VPK, all of these things of that nature, I've seen children come to the daycare that hadn't eaten. And the moment that, man, that thing, it messes me up. It messes me up. I've seen children starve. I've seen children come to daycare, come to school that have not eaten since they left school. I've seen kids that came to the facility and they haven't had a bath. You get what I've seen it. So if you're not concerned about the humanity of people, especially children, you know, like I have nothing to even say to you, because children are ultimately going to be your replacement. Children are going to ultimately be our replacement. There's going to one day be somebody to come along and to replace a King Jives, or work right along a King Jives until I'm off the scene. There's going to be somebody who takes your place, because there's somebody that's watching you, that's inspired by you, and that's ultimately going to come up and do the same thing that you do. You get what I'm saying? So it's like you got to work while you can and make sure that the legacy that you leave, that somebody's able to pick that thing up and work the work. Because I'm not just using my voice, as some of these folks say out here, being messy and all of these things of that nature. No, I'm using my voice because my voice has power. It makes sense. It makes sense. So I'm gonna read his qualifications, because after we already know what Trump's qualifications are. We already know that. Really, like I said, last night, I can go into the part where, oh, y'all, we didn't raise enough money. We didn't do whatever. I can go into all of those things. But you know what? I'm pushing towards an audience of people that'll support, and I don't have to say anything. I'm pushing towards an audience of people that'll do, and I ain't got to say nothing because they know the importance of this type of platform. They know the importance of this platform. You get what I'm saying? Like, we need to be informed on everything, whether it's church, religion, politics, government. We need to be informed on everything. All right. So I'm watching all of this, and the Republicans. Now I got people want to send me text message talking about, here's a video of Kamala Harris laughing at jailing parents. Y'all, listen, I don't want to even spew that narrative. I don't. You know why? Because if we're going to go off of 5 seconds, 10-second clips, I don't even want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with it because that's what I'm getting. And I'm having to even tell people when I see this stuff on social media, where is the entire clip? I don't want you to tell me, oh, she don't like black people. She's not going to make a bill for black people. And here's where she said it. No, if you can't tell me what she said before she said that and after she said that, I don't want to have that conversation because I'm not going to entertain stupidity. I'm not. That's why I said, baby, I'm dealing with a whole different class of people. I'm dealing with a whole nother race, creed, type of people, black people, white people, any color people that just got good common sense. You got the people that want to be, what is it, right wing, whatever. They want to drag about her laughing. It's racist people that's doing this stuff. Oh, she's always laughing. Is it wrong for us to laugh now? Must be serious. Y'all did the same thing to Obama. I don't want to hear it. Anyways, let's go and get this. Here we go.
It's come for us as Arizona Republicans to admit the obvious and to start saying the quiet part out loud, which is that our party's nominee is not qualified for office and that we need to vote for the adult in the room.
Huh. The Republicans is saying this. Y'all hear what the Republicans is saying? Oh.
And that is Kamala Harris.
It is time to put partisan loyalties aside and vote for the leadership that will truly represent the people we want to be in the eyes of the world. Character matters.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Oh, Lord.
Wow.
Case closed. Next case.
Look at that. I'm playing that one more time.
And I think the time has come for us as Arizona Republicans to admit the obvious and to start saying the quiet part out loud, which is that our party's nominee is not qualified for office and that we need to vote for the adult in the room, and that is Kamala Harris.
It is time to put partisan loyalties aside and vote for the leadership that will truly represent the people we want to be in the eyes of the world. Character matters.
I'm with it. I'm with it. Like, like if the person that we were dealing with was not Donald Trump, we wouldn't even be having these conversations about race, about what color she is. She's not black enough. This comes from a TV personality. This is the reason why we got all these antics and things going on. This is coming from a TV personality, not a politician. Hey, Jasmine, it's coming from a TV politician. So they're doing things because it's going to get the people going. It's going to get the ratings up. Oh my God. Oh my God. Y'all see. I don't want to see nothing. I'm good. I'm over it, y'all. I'm seriously, I'm over it. So let's just sit back and enjoy Tim Walz.
Kamala Harris has picked Minnesota Governor Tim Walz to be her running mate, turning to a Midwestern governor, military veteran, and union supporter who helped enact an ambitious Democratic agenda for his state, including sweeping protections for abortion rights and generous aid to families. In choosing the 60-year-old Walz, Harris hopes to shore up her campaign standing across the upper Midwest. Walz, who grew up in the small town of West Point, Nebraska, was a social studies teacher, football coach, and union member before he got into politics. Walz served 24 years in the Army National Guard, rising to Command Sergeant Major, one of the highest enlisted ranks in the military. He ran for governor in 2018, defeating Hennepin County Commissioner Jeff Johnson by over 11 points. Walz won re-election in 2022 by nearly 8 points over his GOP challenger. Some of Walz and other Democrats' proudest accomplishments include protections for abortion rights and enacting protections for trans rights.
Again, he's about the people. And everything that this video has said, it's more than just LGBTQ. I'm going to need y'all to stop with that narrative. I'm going to need y'all to stop with the narrative. And Misha, it speaks volumes when your vice president, former vice president, don't even want to endorse you. That speaks volumes. That speaks volumes. And since we're speaking volumes, let's just go ahead and let's just go ahead and throw it on up. Right? Let's throw it up. Now, what I'm reading here is from Obama. Obama said, like Vice President Harris, Governor Tim Walz believes that government works to serve us, the people. Not just some of us, but all of us. This is what Obama said. That's what makes him an outstanding governor. And that's what will make him an even better vice president. Michelle and I couldn't be happier for Tim. Now, let me read to you what this says. Let me go and grab it. Statement by President Obama and Mrs. Obama on the selection of Governor Tim Walz as Vice President Kamala Harris's running mate. August the 6th, which is today. When a presidential candidate chooses a running mate, it says a lot about who they are. Ain't that?
Case closed. Next case.
Says a lot about who they are and what kind of president they'll be. Do they pick someone inexperienced and polarizing who will deepen our division? Or do they pick someone with the judgment to make tough decisions and the character to believe that every voice counts and everyone deserves an equal chance? By selecting Tim Walz to be her vice president from a pool of outstanding Democrats, Kamala Harris has chosen an ideal partner and made it clear exactly what she stands for. Governor Tim Walz doesn't just have the experience to be vice president. He has the values and the integrity to make us proud. As governor, Tim has helped families and businesses recover from the pandemic, established paid family leave, guaranteed the right to an abortion, and put common sense gun safety measures in place to keep communities safe. But Tim's signature is his ability to talk like a human being and treat everyone with decency and respect. Not all that surprising considering the fact that he served in the National Guard for 24 years and worked as a high school social studies teacher and football coach before being elected to Congress. Like Vice President Harris, Governor Walz believes that government works to serve us, the people. Not just us, not just some of us, but all of us. That's what makes him an outstanding governor, and that's what will make him an even better vice president. Ready on day one, Michelle and I couldn't be happier for Tim and Gwen and their family and our country. I am super duper happy for Governor Tim Walz. Now, with that being said, I just want to just point out something that with this choice, he's like, if he was black, I would still pick him. He's white and I'm picking him. Okay. He's white and I'm picking him. I like the fact that he's not a racist. I like the fact that he's about the people. No matter what the color you are, I'm with it. Your character matters. Your integrity matters. I understand that we all have made some crazy choices and decisions in our past. Hear me when I say this. We have all made crazy choices and decisions in our past, but it's about you becoming a better person and working on being a better person right now and moving forward. Because again, sometimes you just need to see the errors of sometimes your people and do better moving forward. Right. This is chess, not checkers. Amen. Now let's take a listen.
Recreational marijuana, you passed universal background checks on guns, you expanded LGBTQ protections, you implemented tuition-free college for low-income Minnesotans. There's free breakfast and lunch for school kids. Do you think your record is an asset to the ticket, or would it risk fueling Trump's attacks as you being a big government liberal?
What a monster. Kids are eating and having full bellies so they can go learn, and women are making their own healthcare decisions. And we're a top 5 business state, and we also rank in the top 3 of happiness. Look, they're going to label whatever they're going to label. He's going to roll it out, mispronounce names, to try and make the case. The fact of the matter is, where you see the policies that Vice President Harris was a part of making, Democratic governors across the country executed those policies, and quality of life is higher. The economies are better. All of those things. Educational attainment is better. So yeah, my kids are going to eat here, and you're going to have a chance to go to college, and you're going to have an opportunity to live where we're working on reducing carbon emissions. Oh, and by the way, you're going to have personal incomes that are higher, and you're going to have health insurance. So if that's where they want to label me, I'm more than happy to take the label.
Now, let me also say this. When I lived in Minnesota, baby, I had no problem going to school. Let me first of all say that I had no problem going to school because education has been key. I know, especially living in Minnesota, getting a degree, higher education has always been the main factor and the key in Minnesota. Do you get what I'm saying? That's what it's about. Having educated people, no matter the color, no matter the creed, no matter who you are, education has always been a good factor. I lived there, so I know this to be true. Now, living somewhere else, that's a whole different story, because they're going to take you around the mountain and everything like that. So I can appreciate a Tim Walz. I can appreciate him being really, again, about the people. That's what I'm about. Let's go here.
Can I? Yeah, I am mystified by the newfound Democrat obsession with racial segregation. I find all this racial segregation, I guess the party's getting back to its roots, but I find this crazy. That you are principally organizing all of your supporters by race and forcing them all to get on these calls. You have to be a certain race or gender to get on the calls. I find this to be completely
Scott.
bizarre behavior.
And we don't need you to understand it, because here's the thing. We know that we win when we bring together people and have a big tent coalition.
But you're not. You're
Everybody
separating
who
them.
makes
You're
up America.
dividing them.
No, we're actually bringing them together. And
You're
by the
dividing
way,
them.
just look at the numbers. We don't need to debate this. Look at the cash and look at the support. Right? This momentum that you see in just 7 days is greater than any other presidential campaign in history. So say what you will, bringing people together who we can be proud of who we are, whether we're black or queer or otherwise, is the winning strategy.
All right, we're going to leave it there. A lot more to come on
I'm
this
going to go get to the white guy Zoom.
It's the white dude.
White dude Zoom, excuse me.
All right, thank you.
Do y'all see what I'm saying? How people are mad. How people are mad because people are coming together. You had the gay, what was it? You had the white dudes for Kamala. They mad about that. You had the black gays, the black gay men for Kamala. They're mad about that. You had the white women for Kamala. They're mad about that. Hey, baby, how you doing? You had the black men for Kamala. They're mad about that. Did they have the gay white dudes for Kamala? I don't know if they had that yet, but you get what I'm saying? Do y'all get what I'm saying? Like, this is about, thank you, Stevie. This is about human rights. That's what this is about. Human rights. And if you can come on my platform and you're okay with voting for Donald the Duck Trump because y'all need money, or listen, we all need it. We all need it. But I'm not about to bow down and kiss nobody's behind just because you giving out some money. And matter of fact, I want to know, because again, Donald Trump didn't give nothing out. He wanted to sign the checks so that he could take the credit for it. Am I right? Am I right, y'all? Y'all let me know if I'm wrong. Okay, let's move on. Okay, am I wrong? He wanted to sign the checks. It wasn't about y'all getting the money. It was just about him signing the checks. Because really, that, I'm telling you, that spilled over. And didn't Pelosi have something to do with that too? Okay. All right. All right. Praise God. Okay.
Into existence Governor Walz for vice president.
These are weird people on the other side. They want to take books away. They want to be in your exam room. I've got a 23-year-old who told me TikTok is on fire. Go ahead and continue to denigrate people. Go ahead. My God, they went after cat people. Good luck with that. Turn on the internet and see what cat people do when you go after them.
Don't fuck with cats.
It'd be funny if it wasn't so sad. They see the least fortunate among us as scapegoats and punchlines for them. Kamala Harris and Democrats see them as our neighbor. You know, get sugarcoating this. These are weird ideas. Listen to them speak. Listen how they talk about things. Told them that they shouldn't talk about race. They can't help it. It is built into their DNA because there is no plan. There's no health care plan. There's no health care plan. There's nothing to do on this. They want to take away our alliances and leave Russia to do whatever they want. The minute they all step on the stage, the American people have lost. Are they going to debate who can ban the most books? The same old failed policies. Instead of putting out a memo like that, tell us what your health care plan is. Donald Trump told us he would do that on day one back in 2017. There's nothing there.
But you've legalized recreational marijuana, you passed universal background checks on guns, you expanded LGBTQ protections, you implemented tuition-free college for low-income Minnesotans. There's free breakfast and lunch for school kids.
What a monster. Kids are eating and having full bellies so they can go learn, and women are making their own health care decisions. And we're a top 5 business state, and we also rank in the top 3 of happiness. To think that anyway this is normal. you got a former president that thinks calling names and spreading lies is the way to get people. They're continuing to shrink the electorate on their side. Their ceiling and their floor are the same, and I don't think it's going anywhere. So I'm just excited. What I know is that people like JD Vance know nothing about small town America. My town had 400 people in it. 24 kids in my graduating class, 12 were cousins, and he gets it all wrong. It's not about hate. It's not about collapsing in. The golden rule there is mind your own damn business. Donald Trump talked about infrastructure. Joe Biden and Kamala Harris built bridges, built roads. So look, they are bad on foreign policy. They are bad on the environment. They certainly have no health care plan. And they keep talking about the middle class that, as I said, a robber baron real estate guy and a venture capitalist trying to tell us they understand who we are. They don't know who we are. That angst that JD Vance talks about in Hillbilly Elegy, none of my hillbilly cousins went to Yale, and none of them went on to be venture capitalists or whatever. The situation in Gaza is intolerable, and I think trying to find a solution, a lasting two-state solution, certainly the president's move towards humanitarian aid and asking us to get to a ceasefire, that's what they're asking to be heard, and that's what they should be doing.
So this is what I want to talk about next. This is what I want to talk about next, and I hope I don't get a strike for that music or whatever the case may be. Thank you, Elizabeth. Hopefully we can raise $250 today. Can we raise $250 today? I know I said I wasn't going to say nothing, but I would love to raise $250 today. Here's what I want to talk about. This is what I want to talk about next. Here's the thing that people are doing now that JD Vance has been picked. They're grabbing a video from earlier this year where Tim Walz he was supported by the NRA, and he took money from the NRA. But after the Parkland shooting, his daughter Hope his daughter Hope asked for him to do all that he could do to fight gun violence. In response, Walz not only denounced the NRA and gave all the money that he took from them. NRA and gave all the money that he ever took from them to the charity. Since then, he gave all that money to charity, and since then he's passed multiple gun laws as governor of Minnesota. Now, in his own words, Tim Walz said this, and I'm going to go follow him. Yes, God, I'm going to go follow him on Twitter right now. Tim Walz said, "It's true. I'm a veteran. I'm a hunter and a gun owner, but I'm also a dad. And for many years, I was a teacher. I know basic gun safety isn't a threat to my rights, but it's about keeping our children safe. I had an A rating for I had an A rating from the NRA. Now I get straight Fs and I sleep just fine." Do y'all not know that the NRA gets billions of dollars and they're Republicans? They're Republicans. Oh, y'all not talking to me. Because I'm seeing the lag in the comments. It's been 4 minutes since somebody commented. This is a man that owns his own stuff. If he did something, he said, "Yep, I did it. And this is what we're doing now." Okay. I want people that can stand on business. Stand on business. Stand on business. Okay. Stand on business. If you did something, hey, I did it. And then I tell y'all, it's about being able to evolve and become better. If you was a mean person 5 years ago, well, 5 years later, you should be a little bit nicer and less meaner. Okay? If you was a racist, okay, Auntie Nikki, if you was a racist asshole 20 years ago, well, then you should be a lot less racist now in 2024. Baby, the world has changed. The world has changed. Ain't nobody got time for all that stuff. All right, let's keep moving. Let's keep moving. Let me take this one down. Remove that. Remove, y'all, listen, I'm my own staff. NRA don't have that type of money to give anymore since New York Attorney General Tish James sued them and won. My God. Daniel said, I mean, that's what they're going to do. They're going to comb through his past and nitpick. Oh, but baby, they did it to Kamala. They did it to Kamala. So anybody that is coming up on the Democratic ticket is already telling. Can I say that real quick? It's already telling that if you got Republicans saying, I don't even want to vote for him, we're voting for Harris. When you got Republicans saying that, that's speaking volumes. Like, again, I'm going to have to play the video again. They said, we just don't want this. We don't even have a qualified candidate. And out of all them people that was supposed to be candidates, the Republicans didn't even pick them because it was about 12 of them. It was about 12 of them. The Republican Party didn't even pick them because none of them had good ratings. What was that? That one, I don't know if he was Indian, Arab, that one skinny dude. Baby, he was really crazy. I mean, when I say crazy, I mean crazy. They didn't even pick him. They didn't even pick him. And thank you, Daniel. His former vice president, Trump's former vice president, Mike Pence, ain't even voting for him. The boy who went to Kenosha, Wisconsin, and shot up all them people, shot them two white boys. He even said, I'm not voting for Trump. I'm not voting for Trump. I'm not voting for him. That's speaking volumes. You got these cooning behind black folks and ignorant white folks that's out here dancing around because they're trying to get something out the deal. Baby, you're not getting nothing. You're getting a few minutes of fame, a few minutes of attention, not even fame. You're getting a few minutes of attention. That's all you're getting. Yeah, Tim Scott out here shucking and jiving and tap dancing for watermelons. What you going? Let me play this again.
Has come for us as Arizona Republicans to admit the obvious and to start saying the quiet part out loud, which is that our party's nominee is not qualified for office and that we need to vote for the adult in the room, and that is Kamala Harris.
It is time to put partisan loyalties aside and vote for the leadership that will truly represent the people we want to be in the eyes of the world. Character matters.
Now, let me also say this because I saw somebody said this in the comments. Somebody said, well, you know, the Democratic Party was about slavery. The Democratic Party was about keeping black people oppressed. Let me inform you with your ignorant ass. Let me inform you real quick. I want to limit my profanity. Let me inform you really quick with your small mind. And that is this. Do you not realize in history that the Democratic Party and the Republican Party, they switched? Because the Democrats used to be Republicans. Okay. Somebody tell me I'm wrong. Please, somebody tell me I'm wrong. Please, somebody tell me I'm wrong. Somebody tell me I'm wrong. I'm waiting. Thank you. Them Dixiecrats turned into Republicans. Thank you. I need let the church say amen. Let the church say amen. God has spoken. Let the church say amen. Come on, y'all. Talk back to me. The Democrats used to be the Republicans, and the Republicans used to be the Democrats. So they switched sides. So don't come here talking about, oh, the Democrats. The Democrats used to be racist people. They the ones supporting slavery. No, baby, y'all side, cause y'all Republicans were the Democrats. Let's not play. Let's not play. And see, when I be fussing, when I have other people on here, I ain't calling no names. When I be fussing about say something, say what you need to. This is what I be talking. Put this information out there. It's really about informing the people and giving the knowledge that you have. I don't want to use my platform for ignorance, even though I have to talk about some ignorant ish. Because all this bullshwanky that's going on is really, really beyond me. And it's really getting on my nerves. Because we are smart people, Janelle. We are smart people, Elizabeth. And for the fact that we're even dealing with for the fact that we're even entertaining Crystal, ain't that Proverbs 31:25? Ain't that Crystal? For the fact that we're entertaining Roe versus Wade and we're trying to tell a woman, another human being, what she can and cannot do with her body is beyond me. Like, I refuse to tell another human being that you can't wipe your ass with toilet paper. I refuse to tell another human being that you can't go have surgery on your body if you want to. I refuse to tell you that. I refuse to tell somebody that because it's your choice and your decision. Tim, I want to hear what you got to say.
That's who they are. So it isn't much. These guys are just weird. That's who they are. So it isn't much else. Don't give them the power. Look, are they a threat to democracy? Yes. Are they going to take our rights away? Yes. Are they going to put people's lives in danger? Yes. Are they going to endanger the planet by not dealing with climate change? Yes. They're going to do all that. But don't lift these guys up like they're sometimes the heroes. Everybody in this room knows, I know it as a teacher, a bully has no self-confidence. A bully has no strength. They have nothing. The fascists depend on fear. The fascists depend on us going back. But we're not afraid of weird people. We're a little bit creeped out, but we're not afraid.
Very creeped out.
But look, and then as you heard this, and one day ago, a poll came out and showed Kamala Harris up 10 points and Donald Trump getting his ass handed to him here in Minnesota. So, sorry.
Come on, Minnesota. Come on, Minnesota.
But he's here today in the state of hockey to complete his trifecta. He lost in 16, he lost in 20, he loses in 24.
I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this. This is why, for me, this is why I can only speak for me. This is why I have a very hard time just being a racist. Well, not a racist, but this is why I have a hard time hating white people and really having a hate for people in general. I may not like you, but if I say that I hate you, it's got to be something that you did. And it's that individual. Because I grew up in the South and I grew up in the North. I'm going to say it one more time. I grew up oh no. Daniel, I feel sorry for you. I grew up in the South and I grew up in the North. When I grew up in the North, I had white teachers, I had black teachers. And what made me have such a love for everybody, especially white people, is because I went to a Lutheran school. That's before I went to public school. I went to I take that back. I went to a public school and my teacher she was very racist, very. Miss Quaddle. That was her name, Miss Quaddle. No, yeah, that was Miss Quaddle. I went to St. Paul Central. That's where I went to. Up there in St. Paul, Minnesota. I left St. Paul Central. I left St. Paul Elementary. And then I went to Central Lutheran School. That's where I met Miss Westfall. Miss Westfall, I don't even know if she's still living right now. But lady, if you ever see this, just know that there is a black man that was one of your students. And that little boy, I get teary-eyed just thinking about it. That little boy still loves you today as a grown man. And I tell you, the care that that lady had for me as a kid, she wanted to make sure that I got everything that I needed, especially my education, because she saw something in me that I didn't see in myself. And I'm going to tell you something. I took that to heart because a teacher that is concerned about their students it means the world. I almost went to foster care dealing with Miss Quaddle. I did. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie, baby. I ain't gonna lie. I almost went to foster care dealing with Miss Quaddle. Miss Quaddle didn't, baby, she sent something home. She didn't even care about me getting my lesson. She didn't care about me as a student. She was always irritating. And me personally, I'm gonna tell you what I did, y'all. I went home one day and I watched Roots. Y'all never let a child watch Roots. Not unless you're gonna sit there and explain to them everything that they need to know about what they about to watch. I watched Roots by myself and I went to school and I was messed up. I had a hatred for every white person after I watched Roots because what I saw was horrible and horrific. And when I went to school the next day, me personally, I was a bad child because what I saw, it traumatized me as a child. And I needed somebody to explain all of that to me. My teacher ended up calling my mom and everything like that. I ended up coming home and getting my ass whooped. I did. And my mama whooped my behind. I had whips, you know what I'm saying? I did. And so when I went to school, baby, I wanted my teacher to see this. Because of you, I got my ass whooped. So then next thing you know, they called the principal, which was a black lady. The CPS came, all this other stuff. It was a mess. And so, you know, nobody really asked me what was going on. The only thing that they were concerned about is the fact that my mama had whooped me and I had whips on. No one ever asked, like, what happened? Like, why did you come to school and do all this other stuff? Because if they had to ask me, I would have told them I was at home watching Roots and I didn't like what white people was doing to black people. My teacher, the only thing that she said to me was, she said to me, you're incapable of learning. And I'm going to tell, she told my mama all this stuff. Thank you, Alan. I'm telling you. So when I left St. Paul Elementary, when I left that school and I started going to Central Lutheran, Miss Westfall was an amazing lady. I think she was Jewish or something. I don't know. She was very nice. My grandma didn't like her because she was like, I don't know why Miss Westfall all over you. She just loved her some Mario. What's going on with her? She just acting just so strange. And you know, old black folks, I'm like, what's really going on? Well, I'm telling you something, Miss Westfall, she cared so much. She cared so much about her students. And I can only talk for me. That's when we still had sex ed and all those things like that in school. She cared so much about me as a student. It meant that even to this day, if I can remember you as a teacher, baby, you made an impact on my life. If I'm talking about like that was elementary. if I can still remember, and this is what I'm saying, like that type of stuff means something to me. I couldn't tell you. Now, I do remember some of my teachers from high school, but the rest of my elementary, I remember Miss Gardner from Hiawatha Elementary. And it was another lady, but these were all church women, though. You know, that's how I knew them. But Miss Westfall was an amazing teacher that cared about her students. And this is the reason why even learning about Tim Walz, it just means a little more to know that you were a teacher and to know that you actually care about your students. And then that you're a governor now and you're the same person. Because some of these people get in position and they get these titles and they changes them. So I want to play this. I want to okay, I think I showed everything. Before I do this, I want to show y'all something because I'm gonna read Tim Walz's bio. This is what makes me look at these people crazy. This is what makes me look at them crazy. Now, JD Vance, you're talking about Kamala Harris's necklace. You know, like a neck. It really just irks my skin. You're talking about her necklace. And you're saying because she got a gold necklace, she don't care about the people. JD Vance said, friend, when I saw this picture on Twitter, it instantly pissed me off. A necklace, a gold necklace, when Trump's whole house in Trump Towers is covered with gold, not fake gold, real gold. And JD Vance is attacking Vice President Harris over her expensive necklace. Donald Trump literally takes a shit on a gold toilet. Where y'all at? Do you see what I'm saying? Donald Trump literally, his whole home, especially in Trump Towers, is covered with gold. Just stupid, mind-boggling. Oh, and that's who I was talking about too, Auntie Nikki. What's that man name? Vivek Ramaswamy, whatever that man name is. That's the Indian guy. I'm telling you, that dude, crazy. Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Anyways, y'all, it's just like Apple, like y'all, like some of this stuff that these people say. This is why I say when it comes down to politics, I'm ready to just turn the radio off and let's get back to politicking. I'm so tired of this circus show. I'm ready to get back to politics about what matters the most. I don't want to hear nothing about, oh, Trump is God. Oh, Trump. Baby, y'all go on an island and y'all do all that to y'allself. Baby, y'all go over there and worship Trump on an island by y'allself. Baby, I'm ready to get back to what matters the most. Baby, we didn't endure 8 years of honky-tonk mess. And that's with black folks and that's with white folks all alike. And anybody else in between, I'm over it. I'm done with it. I don't want to hear nothing else about it. I'm just through. Okay? Auntie Nikki, I'm so through. If you elect a clown, you get a circus. Absolutely. Period. Close that. And also, this is another thing that I saw on the internet, which I said, praise God, it's so much sense. And that was this. Now, let's go back to the ear. Let's go back to the ear. This is an AR-15 bullet. This is an AR-15 bullet. Let's talk about this real quick. Let's talk about it. This is an AR-15 bullet. This, I'm going to say it again for those that's watching and y'all MAGA supporters. This is an AR-15 bullet. The velocity is more than 2,250 miles per minute, per hour, whatever. And you mean to tell me that you just got a scratch? I'm waiting. You mean to tell me you just got a scratch on your ear from an AR-15? Baby, if an AR-15 blew past you, baby, it was going to do more than scratch you. I'm being so serious. I'm being so serious. Like, I need people to be educated about what they're talking about and not just going with, you get what I'm saying? Like, make it make sense, y'all, because it does not. It does not. And with that being said, y'all, listen, for real, because we're already in this thing about an hour. This they didn't put up. At least this they said they put up. Welcome to Mar-a-Lago, home of the felon. Enough said. Now, because I'm going to play that again. Move that. Let's just do this.
Kamala Harris has picked Minnesota Governor Tim Walz to be her running mate, turning to a Midwestern governor, military veteran, and union supporter who helped enact an ambitious Democratic agenda for his state, including sweeping protections for abortion rights and generous aid to families. In choosing the 60-year-old Walz, Harris hopes to shore up her campaign standing across the upper Midwest. Walz, who grew up in the small town of West Point, Nebraska, was a social studies teacher, football coach, and union member before he got into politics. Walz served 24 years in the Army National Guard, rising to Command Sergeant Major, one of the highest enlisted ranks in the military. He ran for governor in 2018, defeating Hennepin County Commissioner Jeff Johnson by over 11 points. Walz won re-election in 2022 by nearly 8 points over his GOP challenger. Some of Walz and other Democrats' proudest accomplishments include protections for abortion rights and enacting protections for trans rights.
Now, with that being said, I want to take a moment to, I think Florida's going to go blue as well. I really, because again, let me tell y'all something. The momentum behind this, and I don't care all that extra stuff. All that extra stuff. I don't want to hear that. I really don't. I was trying to find Plies. I had Plies on here. I guess I must have didn't send him over, but that's okay. I had him in my phone. I guess it must have didn't download. Okay, no worries. But what I want to do is I just want to read Tim Walz qualifications. Let's just do it. U.S. Congressman Tim Walz is currently serving his 6th term representing Minnesota's 1st congressional district. The 1st congressional district spans the southern parts of Minnesota from the South Dakota border in the west to Wisconsin border in the east. Walz proudly serves the people of southern Minnesota on 3 committees in the United States House of Representatives: Agriculture, Armed Services, and Veteran Affairs. He is the ranking member of Agriculture Subcommittee, Agriculture Subcommittee on General Farm Commodities, Risk Management, and Risk Managing. He also is one of 9 House members to serve on the Congressional Executive Commission on China. Walz serves as a co-chair to the Congressional Sportsmen's Caucus and has leadership posts with the National Guard and Reserve Caucus and the Congressional Veterans Jobs Caucus. Keep on reading. Tim Walz was born in West Point, Nebraska, and is the son of a public school administrator and committee activist. As a child, Tim's parents instilled in him the values of hard work and community service. Walz enlisted in the Army National Guard at the age of 17 and retired 24 years later as command sergeant major. Before retiring, Walz I don't know why my teacher is on my head right now. It's about to make me start crying. Tim Walz served overseas with his battalion in support of Operation Enduring Freedom. Walz is the highest ranking enlisted soldier ever to serve in Congress. In 1998, Walz earned a Bachelor's of Science in Social Science. He earned a BS in Social Science education from Charon State College in Nebraska. Walz spent 1998 to 1990 teaching high school in China as part of the first government-sanctioned group of America educators to teach in China through a program at Harvard University. When he returned from China, Walz began teaching high school in Nebraska. While in Nebraska, Walz met his wife, Gwen Whipple. Married in 1994, Tim and Gwen Walz moved back to Gwen's native southern Minnesota, where they both began teaching and coaching at Mankato West High School. Wow, Mankato. Since coming to Congress, Walz has made improving the care of our nation's veterans a top priority. The Rochester Post Bulletin has described him as having relentless energy and taunted his strength work ethic, stating that he brings a soldier's work ethic to the House. Representative Walz has been recognized for his work in Congress with an award from AMVETS, the National Association of County Veterans Service Officer, the American Cancer Society, the National Association of Development of Organization, the National Farmers Union, and the Matthew Shepard Foundation. Tim and Gwen live in Mankato with their 2 young children, Hope and Gus. I don't know why I'm about to get toe up just thinking about my teacher, but I do want to say this. I think that it's very much so time that we put people that have a care about the people I'm about to mess all my words up. It is very important that we understand that if you do not care about the people, listen, y'all can say democracy or republicanization, whatever y'all want to say, but if you do not care about the well-being of the people that serve you, if you do not care about the people that you serve, the country that you serve, and the people, not just right wing, if you do not care about those people, it's very telling of who you are and who you can be as a leader. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not sorry. As a teacher, just thinking about my former teacher, Anybody know Miss Westfall in Minnesota? She used to teach at Central Lutheran School in Minnesota in St. Paul. A wonderful lady. And yeah, I just like people that care about people. That means the world to me. So, anyways, let me try to hurry up because I feel it about to roll on up. So, yeah. So I just really believe that he's going to do a great job. I really believe that. I really believe that this next administration, my prayer and my hope is that we get something that is extraordinary and it's for us. Because even after listening to Alan, even after listening to the entire video with Kamala Harris talking about the reparations and everything, she can pass a bill for Black people. And I think that'll be nice. But whatever bill is passed, it has to affect everybody, if that makes sense. You just can't be an all Black president. You need to be everybody's president. And this is why a lot of Black people felt like Obama didn't do enough for Black folks, because he was everybody's president. And that's what made people love him, because he was everybody's president. See, a lot of Black folks want you to come into office and you to be only for them. You can't be only for this section of people when you have to lead everybody in America. Does that make sense? My smart people. And I'm going to say this. The reason why I'm very emotional about my teacher is because somebody cared about me enough. Somebody cared about me enough to make sure that I was okay as a student. They didn't look at me as a Black kid and single me out. But my teacher made sure that in all of her students that she had in that classroom, she made sure that I got what I needed. And all the other 20, 30 kids that she had in there, she made sure that I got what I needed. And before I left Minnesota to come down here to Florida, it was so hard because that was a teacher that was concerned about me. You get what I'm saying? I'm not sorry, y'all. It just means something. That's why I'm so hard on church people, because I see that you don't care about people. You don't. And that's not everybody, but it's a lot of them that to make a noise. And so that just means the world to me. And I mean that if I ever go back to Minnesota again, I do want to go by that school. And at least, I don't know if she's still alive or not, but just want to say something. And I know it's been years, but I'm just happy that he's a teacher. It makes sense. I'm just happy that he's a teacher. Anyways, I'm just grateful and appreciative that I've had some good people in my life. You know what I'm saying? Hey, D, Auntie Nikki, I'm grateful that I've had some good people in my life. So when I see racist white people, I feel some type of way about that. When I see ignorant Black people, I feel some type of way about that, because I've seen the good and bad on both sides. I've seen the good and bad on both sides. I've seen ignorance on both sides. I'm going to say this again. I've seen ignorance on both sides. I've seen ignorance on Blacks. I've seen ignorance on whites. I'm going to tell you something, Auntie Nikki. And I know that there are some good Black folks out there, but I'm telling you, I've seen some amazing white people that will stick through the paint with you and run through the mud with you. Do you hear what I'm trying? I'm not cooning for nobody, But I'm telling you what I know. I'm telling you what I know. I don't trust white folks. Well, baby, let me tell you something. Them the ones you had. I ain't talking about the ones trying to date you so they can get some black dick or what. I'm talking about their heart is right. You know what I'm trying to tell you? I'm talking about their heart is right. It'll tear me up. Their heart is right. When I got off the bus, it's an old story, y'all. When I got off the bus and I got confused where my stop was, it was a white family. It was a white Spanish family, was one of them, that I was sitting there and I was lost. They called the police. They took me in. And we spent all day trying to get in touch with my mom, my family. I'm just, listen, good people make me emotional. And things like that made a mark on my life. This is why I love old people. Because you can always tell when an old person got good heart and got good intention. You know what I'm trying to tell you? You can always tell when an old person got good heart and good intention. You can always tell when they ain't, like that. They ain't racist and all this other foolishness. I had an impact on my life as a child that has set in my life and made a difference as a child. So as an adult, hey sister, as an adult, I see white people different. I see black people different. I see everybody different because I was impacted very much so different as a child. I grew up in a time where if you cut up at school, Elizabeth, if you cut up at school, it was a chain of reaction where they told the bus driver, they told the teacher, who told the bus driver, who told anybody who picked you up from the bus stop, and you got your butt towed up when you got it home. And then that reaction went right on back. They told the bus driver, who told the people, who told the teacher what had happened. I grew up in them times. I grew up in those times. Miss Quaddle, if you ever see this, just know I love you. And I mean that. Y'all got all messed up. Here we go, y'all.
Hey, everybody. Tim here. 11 days till the election, but it's my pro tip of the day out on the road. I got to show you this. This right here is the headlight harness on a 2014 Ford Edge. Ford, this is unacceptable. It burned out hot on the connector. So for $7.99 at Napa Auto Parts here in the city, you can replace this. Just clip off the back, use some shrink wrap connectors on there, tape it back together and put it back in. It's about a 5-minute fix and you're back on the road safe and sound. So pro tip of the day. Second one is get out and vote for One Minnesota. Get out and let's take this state in a direction we know it needs to go. Go vote.
All right, y'all.
Weird people on the other side. They want to take books away. They want to be in your exam room. I've got a 23-year-old who told me TikTok is on fire. Go ahead and continue to denigrate people. Go ahead. My God, they went after cat people. Good luck with that. Turn on the internet and see what cat people do when you go after them.
Don't fuck with cats.
It'd be funny if it wasn't so sad. They see the least fortunate among us as scapegoats and punchlines for them. Kamala Harris and Democrats see them as our neighbor. Get sugarcoating this. These are weird ideas. Listen to them speak. Listen how they talk about things. Told them that they shouldn't talk about race. They can't help it. It is built into their DNA because there is no plan. There's no healthcare plan. There's no healthcare plan. There's nothing to do on that. They want to take away our alliances and leave Russia to do whatever they want. The minute they all step on the stage, the American people have lost. Are they going to debate who can ban the most books? The same old failed policies. Instead of putting out a memo like that, tell us what your health care plan is. Donald Trump told us he would do that on day one back in 2017. There's nothing there.
But you've legalized recreational marijuana, you passed universal background checks on guns, you expanded LGBTQ protections, you implemented tuition-free college for low-income Minnesotans. There's free breakfast and lunch for school kids.
What a monster. Kids are eating and having full bellies so they can go learn, and women are making their own healthcare decisions. And we're a top 5 business state, and we also rank in the top 3 of happiness. To think that anyway this is normal. You got a former president that thinks calling names and spreading lies is the way to get people. They're continuing to shrink the electorate on their side. Their ceiling and their floor are the same, and I don't think it's going anywhere. So I'm just excited. What I know is that people like JD Vance know nothing about small town America. My town had 400 people in it. 24 kids in my graduating class, 12 were cousins, and he gets it all wrong. It's not about hate. It's not about collapsing in. The golden rule there is mind your own damn business. Donald Trump talked about infrastructure. Joe Biden and Kamala Harris built bridges, built roads. So look, they are bad on foreign policy. They are bad on the environment. They certainly have no health care plan, and they keep talking about the middle class that, as I said, a robber baron real estate guy and a venture capitalist trying to tell us they understand who we are. They don't know who we are.
So with that being said, this has been a great show today. A really great show. I did not think I was going to get emotional talking about my teacher, but I did. I really believe that we are better together than we are separate. I believe that we could be an amazing country if we learn how to work together. I don't care how much money you got or whatever the case may be. I believe God blesses us so that we can bless other people. I just believe that. Janelle, I really believe that. I really believe that God blesses us so that we can be a blessing to other people. I don't care where you are in life. I believe God blesses us so that we can be a blessing to other people. Listen, with that being said, I hope you all have thoroughly enjoyed the show. I am going to get out of here. I love y'all. I really do. So anyways, it's 104 people on. Love you all. Hit that like button, hit that Cash App, support the show and everything, everybody. I'm going to see you guys again. Probably later on tonight. We got some things we got to talk about. Coaching stuff. We got some stuff to talk about. So I love you all. I appreciate you all so very much. Thank you all for being in the comments. Thank you all for being here. And we're going to get out of here, and I'm going to see you guys later, okay? Peace out. One love.
Always want to be playing on my time. Always want to be making up all these excuses to why you can't do, why you won't do. I'm tired of it. Too tired of it.